and second fastest among the championship 4 drivers. Jeff, certainly you turned it on there in some of those laps here during the qualifying session. Just talk about how your car came alive.
Yeah, I need 3 clutch laps like that to close this race out on Sunday. Just more disappointed in myself the first run. We had an interesting day. We rolled first off pit road in race trim, and when I was making my good lap there on new tires, cars were getting up to speed on the back straightaway, and so we were really far down the timesheet. The car actually felt like it had good speed. The second run I was really impressed with, and then we went to go into qualifying trim and it rained. So that was disappointing, and I think that really affected me that first run. I just didn't push the car hard enough. Didn't realize how much more grip was going to be out there compared to practice, and I just wasn't aggressive enough. The car was fine. The car was good. I just needed to go faster, mainly through 1 and 2. So, I really did not think we could go faster than that. I didn't think the tires would have it in them. So, the fact that we were able to advance the second round was huge. Kind of got me, motivated and pumped up after that. And we made some adjustments, some big adjustments on the car, which we felt like we needed to do as you advance through the rounds and get the tires hot and air pressures, start changing. You got to adjust the balance. So the team did an excellent job with that. And those last couple laps, like that last one, been a tiny bit better. But I mean, knowing that we had 1 extra lap, on the tires, I'm very, very proud and happy of that run.
Questions for Jeff Gordon? If you have one, raise your hand. Back here, Alan.
Alan Cavana, Fox Sports. Rick Hendrick said if you had any advice left to give you, it's just have fun this weekend. It seems like you're doing that, but have you had to remind yourself to do that? Or no?
I'm having a blast. I've just seeing people that I grew up racing quarter midgets with, family and friends, and I mean, it's a win-win for me this weekend, no matter what happens. So, obviously, with our effort today in qualifying, I think we showed how bad we all want it to be better than just being here battling for the championship and it being my final race. So, when I'm in the car and I'm in the garage, I'm very focused, and I can't say that's about fun at that time, but when it goes the way it went qualifying, man, that's a lot of fun. And then just all the other interactions with the media, a few presentations, seeing those crew guys today, past crew members. I mean, that was awesome. So how could I not be having the time of my life?
Let's go to Bob Pockris. Raise your hand, Bob, and then we'll go to Dominic.
Bob Pockris, ESPN.com. Have you gotten to the insane part of the weekend, as far as so much just going on around you, or has it seemed manageable?
I'm anticipating Sunday being truly insane, and that's I'm gonna take some advice from a 6-time champion, and play some music and tune it out, and the good thing is that there's a schedule, and I like a regimented schedule. John Edwards has always done a great job. He knows what keeps me focusing and keeps me from kind of getting agitated or allowing some of that stuff to get to me. I mean, listen, I love the fans, and I love the media, and I mean, I'm having the time of my life. So to me, yeah, there's going to be some insanity, and I'm just taking it all in and being really calm and cool about it all. And as long as I get to do my job, and find some ways in between that to block some things out, get my mind in the right place. I think the key is getting plenty of sleep. I think that's going to be really important, and that's I'm staying here at the track each night and getting good rest, and I just got an incredible support system. So yeah, I mean, things are good.
Music of choice?
Oh yeah, I got a lot of music of choice. I have a playlist that I enjoy, and I'll hop around to some different playlists, but it's all over the place, Bob. It's all over the place. I'll share it with you one day. Happy to do that.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's some social media thing that you know better than I know that I could just put it on there and give it to you. I'm sure you'll listen to it a lot.
Let's go with Dominic.
Yeah. You might have to learn how to break dance a little bit, Bob, with that song.
Go ahead, Dominic.
Dominic Artigo on the RaceTransperts.com. If you win the championship on Sunday, is it possible to say where your championship on Sunday would rank in comparison to your other 4 on the totem pole?
Is that even a question? I mean, that's crazy. I mean, that's life changing. That's something that I mean, I'm sure it's been done in some sport, but I don't think it's ever been done in this sport. And right now I'm not even thinking in fathoming that. I'm just really happy about how we qualified. So I'm hoping that we can take that fast race car and do some more with it tomorrow and Sunday. And we'll see what happens, But that's too much for me to think about. I have no idea. Yeah.
We'll go with Reed next.
It would be the best one I ever did. I can tell you that.
Go ahead, Reed.
Reed Spencer with NASCAR Wire Service. With rain a possibility during practice, did you consider doing a mock qualifying run earlier in the session?
No, we didn't. And I mean, that rain popped up. I know the forecast showed it, but then you looked at the radar and it wasn't there. And then it just kind of came out of nowhere. I mean, I talked to my team about it afterwards, and they were monitoring the radar and said, 1 second it looked fine, and then the next second, boom, it was right on top of us. So, that was unfortunate. I mean, that could have, if we didn't get qualifying in that, I disagree with Kyle. I think qualifying here is important. There's nice multiple grooves, but I started on the pole here last year, and I know that kept us in the game and up front in a big way. Of course, pit selection has a lot to do with that, but once the groove moves up top, it's kind of hard to pass. So even though there are multiple grooves, you got to do it in the first couple laps. And so, I think that would not have been good had we not gotten qualifying in, but we did, and I'm happy about it. And now it's we can say what could have, should have, happened there.
Let's take a couple over here to the far left. Go ahead, Jared.
Sports.com, Jared Turner. Jeff, with Kevin qualifying last among the 4 of you, does that give you a little extra hope that maybe he's beatable on Sunday?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think right now, we're in that place where we're just focused on Kevin. We got Kyle ahead of us, and I mean, we're trying to do everything we can right now to win the race, not just focus on the other 3. And then you get in the race and you see what you have to do to win not only the race but the championship. And I'm a little surprised, I'll be honest. As fast as he was in that first round, I thought for sure he was going to be the guy to beat throughout all the rounds. So yeah, I was a little bit surprised with that, but I mean, I think because he is the favorite going into this and how good he's been running, it's nice to have him behind us. So I certainly don't mind that, but I don't think he'll be there long.
We got time for 2 more right here, and then we'll finish with Dustin.
Jonathan Merriman, NASCAR.com. Jeff,
far left,
without
Jeff.
the other 3 guys in the room, how aggressive do you plan to race those guys? Brian France talked today a little bit about blocking and some of those things. Could you put yourself in a scenario where you might race that a little bit more aggressively, be in your final race and being in a position to win a title?
Well, I didn't hear or know anything about what Brian said in here, but I can tell you, how I'm going to race, and it's going to be, whatever you feel like you need to do to win the race. That doesn't mean that I mean, if you can take some air off the guy behind you by running a little bit wider line, I mean, that's kind of part of this sport right now with the way aerodynamics are. But to me, that's not where that's not even where I'm thinking right now. I'm thinking, how do I make my car go as fast as I can make it? What can I do from inside the car with my tools, with my brake points and throttle points, the wall, the seams, the middle, the bottom lane. Just what can I do to not only make the car go faster, but to be able to make passes? And I don't know that, all those things until I'm in the race, in that environment, and working that car in front of me, or I have somebody behind me. I don't know. I'm just going to do everything I know possible and that I've done for 23 years to try to go win a race and get the best finish that I can. And I mean, I saw that truck, race video from last year, a couple of years ago, whatever it was, where you just hope that you get that opportunity to come off turn 4 for the win side by side. And if it's for the championship, how amazing would that be? And just like in Darlington, my good buddy Ricky Craven taught me, man, just turn right and grind into them all the way down the front straightaway and hope you're there by a nose. I mean, we can sit here and talk all these scenarios out all day long if you want.
Final question, Dustin.
Dustin Long, NBC Sports. You've talked about just everything that's taken place the last few weeks, but I'm just curious, what's it been like from the perspective of your children having seen this? Obviously, they've been around it, but just to see even more of this, the more of the insanity or more of the celebration. Are you super cool dad now? Or are you still dad? Or how have you noticed kind of how they're taking this?
Yeah, I'm super cool dad till I don't let them do what they want to do. then I'm mean dad. They really get most of the excitement and emotion from their mom, from Ingrid. I mean, they're watching the race usually from the bus. And I know Ella made a comment to me about, at Martinsville, how loud it was inside the bus when we won that race, and all the screaming and yelling and jumping up and down and tears and all those things. So, they feed off of that. And, Ella's old enough to know what the difference is between winning and finishing 5th and finishing 10th and on back. And, Leo, he just kind of, is game for about anything until they start spraying Gatorade around Victory Lane, and then he's not real happy. But I mean, to me, they know when that moment is when they're in it, and when it's happening, and when it's good, and when it's bad, and there's no greater feeling than getting out of the car and seeing the look on their eyes and their faces when things go good. It's awesome. And even when things go bad, they're the ones that are hugging and kissing, and to remind you that it doesn't matter as much as you think.
Do they truly recognize this as the end? Or do they, this is all they know, so.
Gosh, the end. It's like the end, man. It's like, let's see. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if they truly understand exactly what that means. They know I won't. This is my last race, and there's lots of family and friends and people that are here that aren't typically at a race. So they've heard us talk about it certainly, but I don't know if they truly know and understand what that means and how it's going to change life. I hope they realize that one of the reasons I'm doing it is to spend more time with them. Thank you.
Jeff, I understand you have something you want to present to somebody?
I do. Thank you very much, Carrie.
Right here.
Yeah, I know, Denny. Sorry, Denny. Yeah,
this is going straight to Denny Hamlin.
Your time is coming. You're going to have this whole platform up here. John Edwards, come here.
John Edwards.
This will be the first emotional challenge of the weekend. This guy has been my absolute rock and has been an amazing person. How long have we worked together now? 21 years. And I mean, I think everybody knows what a class act he is and how good he is, but he makes me good, and I appreciate that. So, this is a flag from Martinsville, signed by many, many people in the garage area that are your peers and people I know you have a lot of respect for. So, John, congratulations, buddy. We did it together. Thank you. It's been amazing. Yeah.